Alright, so every day I like to start with a plan. Here we go. Some things I notice. The texture of my beard would be a great way to add a whole nother color in there and make it pop. Definitely think I'm going to do that. Maybe not at first, but maybe by the end of class. Could lay in some of these fine line wrinkles. I feel like the side of the head is a little off, so I need to kind of like smooth that out, clean that up. The eyes here definitely need some attention. They're a little too big. They don't have a lot of shape. I need to refine those. The lips definitely just look like I'm wearing lipstick. The top lip, bottom lip, both things are equally dark. I don't want that. I want to kind of push back, reshape that a little, and get my mouth a little better. This shadow streaking across here is important to show that my head twist. Definitely put a little more attention into the shirt. Maybe refine some of the hair. Those are some things that I'm going to try and work on today. Can always just keep pushing and pulling on these the entire time. So that is what I'm going to go ahead with right now. So first things first, I'm going to use a little brush. First time I'm using a really little brush. I'm going to start with some watered down blue, reshaping some of this, laying in some wrinkles, reshaping the eyes, going through, adding a lot of little marks. But I'm using the blue so it's a little more colorful and it pops a little more. I didn't like some of the shapes of the mouth, and using the blue really is giving me a chance to kind of change some of this around, push it around. Now I'm coming in, redoing this ear. This ear was really messy in person, so I'm trying to clean some of that up, add some blue lines here to kind of shape out the shirt and the chin. Getting some of those loose hairs, give it a little extra texture there. Here I'm going to push back with the background color, kind of reshape a few things here. Letting it get a little patchy so that it's kind of consistent all the way around. This is still dark blue, watered down. It kind of looks light because it's like watered down and that's the sheen, but you'll notice as it dries, that sheen kind of comes out of it. So some watered down blues, some watered down red. I'm using those to kind of like block in some of the shadows, reshape some things. I'm using a light green and a small brush still to kind of lay in some nice detail, pop some hot light, shift some of the colors, fine tune it a little bit. I also like, at this point, I like the energy that comes with the fine brush because I get lots of little brush strokes, little flashes of color. And if they're, if they read as a group from far away but close up, I can also get some of the teeny varieties. I think it kind of creates a cool energy and it makes it more dynamic that way. Coming with some real light lights. Using the picture to help guide me. But I'm not being like a slave to the picture. I can kind of push back on the picture some here and there. Again, when these colors dry, they dry a little lighter than when I put them on. I mean, a little darker than when I put them on. So when I put some of these light colors on, as they dry, they kind of darken back up again. So reshaping the iris, because my one eye was kind of like off to the side, and it should be looking directly at us. So I kind of push back with that pink I'm using for the white of the eye. Using some medium green to kind of bring some of the light back into that part of the nose. I get my white gray hair. That adds a lot of texture to just add some of this stuff up on top. A few pops of this red around so that the red kind of has some harmony with the other red parts of the picture as well as with the background. Further darkening some things with the watered down blue. Putting in the black part of the eye, the iris, and then also lightening the pupil, and then also lightening the iris. And here I go, for the rest of the time, I am literally going to go through, after I darken the mouth and the pupils, I'm going to go through with little spots of color and layer up some kind of 5 o'clock shadow beard texture. So I start with red, and then I go in with blue, and I go in with yellow, and then I even come back in with some of that green when I feel like it's gone too far and I want to bring it back. So since that's pretty much all the rest of the video is, I'm going to pause it here and speed the rest of the video up to 10 times speed. So here I am just laying dots of color, lots of little layers of dots of color. I'm also going to use, when I go back to the green, I'm going to kind of reshape some of this using the green if I feel like I missed something. But I like how much color I can get into that area, and by having that green come through, it's still kind of unified the whole thing. But then I get texture and lots of color and expression, and so that's kind of where I'm getting to. I hope you guys can work on it and make something cool and interesting and dynamic. The faster you work, the more painting you'll get done. The more painting you get done, the further along your work will seem. And then as we move, you can keep going in and fine-tuning it and tweaking it until you get stuff just right. Stuff like the beard, that kind of stuff, usually you save until the end. Like the hair, you want to get the hair shape right before you get that. But that's going to be kind of my finishing touches. Even though you guys have more time to work on this, I am going to call this one quits.